Today we will see about the web service SOAP client connection and how can we pass the connection component value dynamically, and what if we not set the SOAP endpoint URL as a blank, and how it takes from the WSDL endpoint. So in the connection we have SOAP endpoint URL. SOAP endpoint URL location is execute against, and the field is extensible, so we can pass the value from the environment extension level. However, if the field is blank, the endpoint will be taken from the WSDL endpoint. So let's check what are the fields we are having. So this is the sample process where I am trying to pass the WSDL endpoint dynamically. So let's check the connection first. So here we are having a WSDL URL, and then we are having a SOAP endpoint URL, and the security type is basic. We have different type of authentication. Still I'm choosing a basic username password. So here I am passing the value dynamically from the process property setting using the set property shape. So let's check here. Using the set property shape, I'm using a dynamic process property, and the value is I'm taking from the process property value. And the process property, if you open, you can see the WSDL endpoint is here, and I am passing the operation value as blank, the endpoint URL as a blank, and then here I am passing the sample data as per the operation. We are converting temperature value from flat file to XML and using a SOAP and sending it to the SOAP service. So let's test. So the text execution is successful. Here we are able to pass the value dynamically. We can check from the logs here. I am not passing any value to the connector, so I am setting the value in set property shape. So from the set property shape, the position value, parameter position value is taken from the process property, and this process property value is being sent to the connector. Here we can see, if we want to cross verify that particular connection data and the URL is been sent, what is the value it been sent, we need to download the logs, and here we can check the connector value from the logs, what is the value we are passing here. So here the endpoint value is taken from the URL. This is the URL, and this is the SOAP connector use authentication which we have taken. That's how we can pass the value dynamically. If we want to use the same connection and pass the different value using a process property, we can use the route shapes. That's it. Thank you.